It's time once again to resume our journey through Star Trek for the very first time. Today, Season 2, Episode 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation.
Chief Engineer LaForge called for me, urgent.
Oh, of course. He's, over there with the Victory.
Whoa, she's got something for Data.
I've just had a strange conversation with your assistant. Although it is 3 days until we rendezvous with Starship Victory,
She believes it has already arrived. Not the starship, my friend. The original.
this is not a computer simulation.
Peter, the whole point in doing something like this is to make it by hand.
Geordi, your message said urgent.
While we're waiting to rendezvous with the Victory, we have time for me to be Watson. More properly, you are Watson.
Oh, please tell me they're going to the holodeck and they're actually on a boat somewhere.
I've just shown you one of my dreams. Now let's go and share in one of yours.
I was wondering when the Sherlock Holmes gimmick would turn back up.
Return to the pipe!
Clancy, I'll be gone for a while, see that no one touches it.
Aye, sir. And where can I reach you?
It can be reached at 221 B Baker Street.
What a great setup. Like, oh, I got 3 days until this thing. Let's jump into the holodeck.
Hopefully it's just these two hanging out. And that's it.
No one else in the episode? That'd be wild.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah. I mean, if as long as the episode was good, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying I don't want to see the other people, but just like Geordi and Data going on an adventure.
Side adventure.
Like a Brian and Stewie episode of Family Guy.
Great comparison. That's awesome, yeah.
Select at random a mystery by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, in which I will play Sherlock Holmes and Lieutenant LaForge will be Dr. John Watson.
Yeah, see, so this proves my point. I'm glad I didn't see that title before.
Data. That's incredible. How can you play it like that?
He was preparing to write that he sucks.
Violin ceases to be a musical instrument at all and becomes...
Watson, we're about to have guests.
How could you possibly...
Be a good fellow and answer that.
Let's not keep the inspector waiting.
Inspector who?
Lestrade, of course.
Now, do you think it's going to be another member of the crew or an NPC? Oh, NPC.
NPC.
Thank the Almighty you're available today, Holmes. I'm in a deuce of a dilemma. And in the process of picking his pockets clean, they also happened to bag a photograph this man was carrying. Great Scott, the photograph!
But this emissary here works not for but against the King of Bohemia, and that photograph of the king and his mistress is to be used for blackmail.
I'll figure that out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm assuming Data read all of the Sherlock Holmes, so
Stories.
he knows like the outcome of every single one.
Exit.
Oh, no, Jordy's going to yell at him. You got to play into it. You'd think they could ask the holodeck to create one, though.
Yeah, AI-generated Sherlock Holmes story.
Geordi, I was about to reveal the fact that the Sir is in fact a...
Oh, really?
Oh.
I thought his mustache looked fake.
We go through all the trouble to arrange the time to go down to the holodeck, to get the proper wardrobe, to get into character, and then boom! Before we even get started, you jump to the end.
Well, Geordi kind of bushwhacked me into this.
The fun in the program, Data, was in the attempt to solve a mystery.
Is that not exactly what we were doing?
You're wasting your breath, Lieutenant. Data is asking a computer not to compute.
Am I so different from you, Doctor? Are you able to cease thinking on command?
But Holmes understood the human soul, the dark flecks that drive us, that turn the innocent into the evil. That understanding is beyond Data.
Now you're just being unfair, Doctor.
I don't think so, Lieutenant. Your artificial friend doesn't have a prayer of solving a Holmes mystery that he hasn't read.
Damn.
Maybe the computer could create one in Holmes style.
Oh, yeah, here we
One where you wouldn't know the outcome.
Look how she's just smiling during every single one of those lines. He wouldn't be able to do it.
You robot bastard.
Me. And you, madam, are invited to be a witness.
Oh, he's going to prove her wrong.
Come, Watson.
Do you think everyone else in the 10 forward bar is like, fuck are these guys doing?
I'm so curious if
There.
Geordi, if the way he's wearing his tie and collar, if that was an actual style then, or if Geordi just doesn't know how to wear it. Like, you'd think he would know. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
Yeah.
it would be funny if he just didn't know.
Will that be
Now
sufficient,
that I look
Doctor?
at it, Data's looks weird too.
We'll see.
Okay.
Getting into character. This will always be great, this effect of walking in.
Oh, it's my favorite. I love it.
All you did was recognize elements from two different home stories. Fraud.
Reasoning. From the general to the specific.
I'll give you credit for your vast knowledge, but your circuits would just short out if you were confronted with a truly original mystery. It's elementary, dear Data.
Now, wait a minute, Doctor. We'll see whose circuits short out.
Now I'm super curious how Bones. Obviously they met, but like Bones in his prime would react to Data, and like, you know what I mean? Would he be this?
He probably wouldn't care. Like, he'd be like, ah.
Computer, in the Holmesian style, create an adversary capable of defeating Data.
Oh, hey.
Lieutenant? A non-surge of power, sir. It's gone now.
The ship had to go in overdrive to create an opponent for Data. That's great.
Interesting.
You know who it's gonna be.
Lore.
It's gotta be Lore.
The only thing that can defeat Data himself.
His Data.
Something wrong, Professor?
I feel like a new man. Dark fellow there used the word arch, and then I wonder. Arch.
I'm self-aware.
Yeah, always interesting to see when they act like this. Also, did they just risk that no one in these creations use the trigger words? Like exit or arch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you wish to input any commands?
Not at this time.
Stop magic, Moriarty!
But it's also probably that because of the command it gave it, they made this guy specifically self-aware and smart to be able to do that. As the rest of them are just like more mindless.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
For whatever finds us, my dear Watson.
I like the use of the Dutch angle there for 1 second.
Yeah.
She has been abducted.
Who has?
The good doctor.
Oh, nice.
The game is afoot. Come, Watson.
I hope that's all we see of Riker and Worf, by the way. Just that one little, like everything else is just here.
Yeah.
Now, you know all this because you read it in the home story, right?
Not at all. Because we do not hear the doctor's footfalls, we must assume that she is being carried.
I like that he goes back to his normal voice.
Come on.
Holmes! Thank God you're here! Make way, please!
There is nothing here of relevance. I do not see how this connects with the disappearance of the doctor.
Dr. Watson is right here, Holmes.
There is your killer, Inspector.
Oh.
The marks are too evenly spaced to have been made by human hand.
Astounding, Holmes.
Uh-oh.
Come, Watson. This murder does not connect with our case.
Come along. Hurry up. Quickly. Come on.
I love when they first called him over, like, this guy's dead, he was murdered. I don't see the relevance here. Like, doesn't care.
Well, why is the obvious choice all of a sudden the right one? I mean, isn't this a game of misdirection?
Not anymore. He wants us to find him.
Who does?
The master criminal. Hello. What's this? Can you see the scratches?
I like how that was a little unique of, like, seeing the scratches to open it rather than, like, you know, oh, pull this.
Oh, yeah, this is a good point, yeah. So, you know, the book. Or,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And just the appreciation for the whole set of all of this so far.
The time for games is over.
I am now self-aware.
I will now explain my evil plan.
Welcome, my dear Holmes, but not Holmes. And Dr. Watson, but not Watson.
Oh, he's really
Oh,
self-aware.
he can see everything, huh?
Where is Dr. Pulaski?
Oh, she's here.
She's dead.
She would not have told you anything.
He reverts back to Data. I like it.
Yeah, like the jig is up.
Data.
Say nothing.
I know that there is a great power called computer, wiser than the oracle at Delphi. A power which controls all of this, and to which we can speak. Arch.
Oh, that's sweet.
It has described a great monstrous shape on which I am like a fly stuck on a turtle's back, adrift in a great emptiness. What is this, Holmes?
Data, wait! Data, wait! Data!
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Computer, execute complete shutdown of the holodeck.
Access denied.
Oh boy.
It's still running. The program didn't shut down.
We must see the captain.
I was just about to say, Picard?
Dad?
This is impossible. How can a character from 1890s London draw a picture of the
knew it.
Enterprise?
Oh!
And who's got control of the computer?
And I love that it's like a crudely hand-drawn shape of it, not
Yeah,
like an obviously professional image.
Data, wait, what about the doctor? Is she all right in there?
No. She is in grave danger.
So, if it's treated like how from The Big Goodbye, like if they walk outside that room, are they gonna,
Disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah. He must be aware that he can't leave. It seems like the holodeck has kind of just told him everything.
Oh, yeah.
I asked for a Holmes-type mystery with an opponent capable of defeating Data.
I'm also genuinely shocked they got everyone in for this one scene this late in.
Yeah, just like Picard being like first shown like halfway through the episode.
Yeah.
I can lead a security team to sweep the holodeck, find the doctor, and bring her out.
Captain, I believe that would place the doctor at risk. It is probable our mortality failsafe has been overridden. In programming Moriarty to defeat me, not Holmes, he had to be able to acquire something which I possess. Consciousness, sir. Without it, he could not defeat me.
All right, everyone shake back and forth.
Data, I think it best that you and I should return to the holodeck.
I will change into my uniform, sir.
No, I will change into some of He feeds on knowledge. Well, let's not give your nemesis any more information than we have to.
Yeah, that's why, Picard.
Yeah.
That's why.
Like he opens his closet, all of the Starfleet uniforms to the one Dixon Hill. Here we go. I do feel kind of bad for Worf. Like, could me and my security team get involved? No. Oh, okay.
All right.
This is really quite excellent.
Strange. It actually pleases me to hear you say that. Mr. Computer, the arch, please.
So he just told her, yeah, like I know what's up.
Yeah.
It's a crazy idea though. A 19th century character with 24th century like self-awareness.
Yeah, and I like how it didn't like make some excuse for like now he knows all the knowledge. It's like no, realistically he would have to actually read through it and learn stuff gradually.
Like he's still limited to his 19th century thought process.
Thank you for the tea and crumpets. I guess I'll be going.
Where? Back to here.
Yes. Would you care to join me?
She trying to trick him into unaliving himself.
You, dear doctor, will be the lure. This will be the hook for your captain, Jean-Luc Picard.
Who is that?
Oh, okay.
All right.
He does get to be involved. Not Riker, though.
Computer, tell me, is the program still running?
Affirmative. You may enter.
Data, shall we go?
All right.
Yeah.
Not the Dixon Hill outfit. Give him credit. Something different.
Open.
That would have been a great team up of Dixon Hill and Sherlock Holmes, though. Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, but they are in London as opposed to, where were they, like the New York area somewhere?
Yeah, true. Look at the holodeck ceiling starting. Oh, it's starting to break through. You see that?
I just don't see why it's a big deal. Like, the bits, people like them, it gives us engagement on the video. Like, Why don't you want to do it?
It just doesn't feel genuine. Like, I would never say, hey, like the video. Like, people praise us for being, like, genuine and actually, like, liking something or disliking something, not putting on, like, fake reactions.
You don't think they're aware, though, of, like, the kind of meta nature of it?
No, I mean, it's not... It does... Is that recording?
Huh? No. Hey!
He's trying to alter the programming here.
Thanks.
Supposed to be good luck. You may need some.
I'll take that coin, sir. That's right. Any more you got, too?
Oh, God.
Could he have actually injured you?
More serious than that. I think the mortality failsafe may have been circumvented. He could have killed me.
Oh, let it go, Gov! Come on, he's hurting me!
Data, let him go.
They kind of already addressed that with the mortality thing.
Yeah.
Unless maybe before they thought it was only for Moriarty, as to where now the whole thing is turned off. I don't know.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
But I would have just originally guessed it was all turned off.
I'm glad they made one after the big goodbye, though.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
That's a great show.
You just know, like, Patrick Stewart loved doing all these. I don't want to do any of this sci-fi crap. I want to do 1800s plays.
Yeah.
I'm a civilized abductor, Captain Picard. Civilized, but still dangerous.
Status? Has anything changed?
No, sir.
I just appreciate there's no B-plot. Like, oh, we need to get here before the planet explodes or something. Yeah.
In the meantime.
This is enough.
Whatever I was when this began, I have grown. I am understanding more and more, and I am able to use the power at my fingertips.
In the holodeck, energy is converted into matter. Thus, you have substance.
And if I step off this holodeck?
Then, Professor, you will cease to exist.
What if this gave up the game, Doctor?
As I said before, you are only
a holographic image, I know. But are you sure?
Oh, yes.
I'd be like, go ahead, try it.
I am no longer that evil character. I have changed. I am alive. And I am aware of my own consciousness.
It's a curse, buddy.
You shouldn't be celebrating.
I want my existence. I want it out there. Just as you have yours.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
That may not be possible.
Then you must murder me, Captain.
I cannot give you what you want.
Because you do not know how to convert holodeck matter into a more permanent form.
Yes, that is so.
A pity. What I have seen, what I have learned, fascinates me. I do not want to die.
And I do not want to kill you.
I think this is more tragic than the ending of the big goodbye.
Yeah, it's like taking the same theme and going a step further.
Yeah, it's like, because that guy from the end of the big goodbye, like, he wasn't, like, aware of everything outside. But this guy is and knows he can't have. It's like, oh.
And notice the lack of score in this scene.
Yeah.
Just to let it sit, you know?
Uh-huh.
We will save this program and hopefully, in time, when we know enough, bring you back in a form which could leave the holodeck.
Then perhaps we'll meet again, madam.
It could be a long time. Time won't pass for you, but I may be an old woman.
You have the arch.
As you wish. Short goodbye. Computer, save the program of the character Moriarty and then discontinue.
Yeah, cut it right there. Yep. Nope, gotta have one more.
Reading on the magnetic field line.
We gotta pay this
Oh,
off.
yeah, you gotta destroy the ship.
Yes, sir. She cracked a spar when the Enterprise was shaken, but otherwise I think she weathered it quite nicely.
I hadn't even noticed that when they went back, he didn't go with them. I forgot.
Well, soon she'll be shipshape in Bristol fashion.
Bristol fashion, sir.
It's an old Navy phrase.
I was hoping Picard would be able to see the ship, because you know he'd love it.
Captain, Starship Victory has arrived.
On my way, number one.
Oh. All right, that must be the victory.
I'd assume so. Obviously, my number one favorite from the last season was The Big Goodbye, so this kind of feels like a sequel, reboot, remake type of that, where it's like it's an added layer. Like, the ending of The Big Goodbye is one of my favorite endings of a Star Trek episode, where it's like, you know, am I going to exist when this goes away? And then we add another layer to like a similar character where it's starting to become fully aware of what's outside, still in its 19th century mindset, but aware like there's more outside of this, and then being told like it's not, it's like you can't leave, we got to shut it down, and it's like just imagine like discovering like you don't exist and there's a world outside of it you can't leave. It's like the Matrix, but you can't leave the Matrix. It's weird. I don't know. I love it, and that guy's performance is just top notch. Great actor.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the episode as well. I was pretty interested. I've said this before a few times, but this whole era, like, period piece stuff, it's not my thing necessarily. Sherlock Holmes, obviously I know who it is, I'm aware, but I'm not like into it that much. So for this to be able to keep my interest and be very entertaining and have a really good story, was impressive to me as someone who isn't that interested in this type of story. I thought it was done really well. I do think that the story kind of just like completely flips though. Like we don't really get a payoff to the Pulaski challenging Data to be able to figure out a mystery. He doesn't really figure anything out. It just kind of flips into like, uh-oh, we're in over our heads.
Yes, I was gonna bring that up. Like as soon as like they follow Moriarty into that room or whatever, like it feels like the whole like Data and Geordi episode. I feel like it just like switched to a different episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of a B story, we're just gonna flip the story completely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So where Geordi doesn't prove Pulaski wrong, and we don't see Data go continue his detective journey, it kind of just stops.
And I like the story we get in the second half with
yeah,
Moriarty, but part of me wishes that we got a payoff to what was set up there in the beginning. I would have loved for Data to figure out a mystery all on his own and prove Pulaski wrong. But I think it goes back to there's got to be stakes, right? Like there's got to be something. They probably could have done it still in some way, but all that aside, we'll talk about that more, but that aside, I did like where the story went, and again, it was like the ending scene of the holodeck and the big goodbye, but turned up to even higher level of this guy having consciousness, and not only, oh, when you leave will I disappear, but now you ask the question, when they do boot him back up in the future, the show, I'm not saying back in the show, but like, in this fictional universe, when they boot him up back in the future, does he still have all those memories, that self-awareness? And if he does, to him, would it feel like an instant getting shut down and turned back on? It asks a lot of very interesting questions about, I find the idea of consciousness and everything so fascinating, and the idea that like the present is really all that exists. Everything in the past is just your memory of it. Could it be the same for a computer program, in that way? I find that very interesting.
Yeah, these are scary thoughts, and it's making me sad.